Hey guys, this is Mistah MegaManFan, and I'm just about to do a YouTube channel update, and I'm going to be recording it off the cuff, and I want to do this part first so I don't forget because I'm doing it off the cuff. So my first thank yous are to my longest and best friend, Sir Crunch, aka Chris, and to Lord Zombie, aka Antonio, aka Oscar. Thank you both for your continued friendship, for coming to every sushi bowl that we have, and for just being awesome dudes. Now on with the video. Sometimes when you spend too much time trying to think of something clever to say, you don't say anything at all. So here it is, me with no prepared intro, no script. This is Mistah MegaManFan with a channel subscriber update. I've never done this type of video before, so you're gonna have to bear with me. It's a little new for me, but maybe it's a little new for you too, since we're currently over 1,000 subscribers for this channel. And that's actually where I want to start, is saying thank you, because there are some important people that I need to thank, not the least of which is Emperor Big D, or Geekdom 101 if you subscribe to his YouTube channel, or just Danny. I've known him for over a decade now. When my channel was at 300 subscribers and got demonetized. Yeah, I was actually monetized with only 300 subscribers. That's a really weird thing, I know, but it's true. And he was the one who was like, you need to do this, this, and this. He was like, narrow your focus, use the algorithm to your advantage, and make your meta tags searchable and mean something, and if you have to, pin something in your comments section, because that gets factored in as well. Now, I've done at least 3 of those 4 things with, I think, a modicum of success. So the 4th I still need to work on more, but I'm trying not to get too bogged down in playing the algorithm. You know, I want to make content that's interesting to me and hopefully interesting to you, and not just be one of these people that chases trends to get views. So I'm not knocking people who do that, especially if you do YouTube for a living, then you have to play that game. But this isn't my living, and I don't know that it ever will be. It's not necessarily what I'm in this for, because I have a full-time job doing something else. I just want to do this for fun and to share stuff with you, but it also helps if I have more subscribers so I can share it with more people. So that sort of correlates together, and maybe someday it will actually reach the point where YouTube is like, okay, you have 1,000+ subscribers and you have over 4,000 watch hours. Now you're fully invested in YouTube. Will I get to that point? I don't know, but I wouldn't even be to 1,000 subscribers right now without D's advice. So this is a big thank you to him. And secondly, the Saru Crew from Saru Maro's YouTube channel and Discord. You guys have been tremendous. You're always positive, optimistic, encouraging. A lot of you are subscribers to this channel and have personally helped me to get to this 1,000 subscriber goal, which is part of the reason I'm doing this channel update, because one of the things that I promised to the Saru Crew is we have a foodie discussion channel on the Discord, and I said that if I hit 1,000 subscribers, I would eat the double hot spicy ramen noodles that everybody talks about, like just totally burning you, coming and going. And coincidentally enough, my wife, the lovely Mrs. MegaManFan, entered a contest at our local Asian food market and won a whole case. So I've got 20 of these now. Obviously, I'm not insane enough to eat all 20 of them, but I will fulfill this promise in a future live stream for the Saru Crew and eat a package of the spicy noodles prepared exactly the way they're supposed to be. So thank you to the Saru Crew for your support, your encouragement, your love. Saru Maro in particular, DJ and Jesse are both fantastic people. I can't thank them enough, and I'm gonna do an interview at some point in the future with DJ if I can get everything to align right, but unfortunately so far my full-time job has kept me away from doing that. But I want him to know I'm still thinking about it. I'm still going to try to get in touch with him. I know he's just as busy as I am, but For those of you who don't know who Sarumaru is, check out fxunityuki.com. That's his original game. He's got a whole team, but he's like the lead behind it and the lead artist. And it's just one of those things that I really need to get a copy of, because way back in the day, I was actually a Kickstarter backer. I don't think I've ever told DJ this story. I was a backer of FX Unit Yuki, and I hit a financial hardship at the time the Kickstarter was going on, and I had to withdraw my pledge because I saw that it was going to be fully funded, and it was something that I couldn't afford to take the hit on my credit card when it came. So reluctantly, I had to back out of it. But if DJ knows that, he certainly hasn't held it against me, because he's been super awesome to me ever since I stumbled onto his YouTube live streams and became a patron member, backing him as part of the Saru Crew. And there are so many awesome people I've met through that crew. People like Michelle Mayhem, Randrick, Cybergirl, Objection 01. I don't want to just name names all day and leave people feeling left out, so I apologize if I just started naming names there, because I love all of you. You're all fantastic people, so don't think you're not included in this Saru Crew shout out. Hashtag Saru Crew, SARUCREW. And I also want to thank all the people who followed me through the various websites that I own and operate. OHHLA.com, or OLA.com as people like to say, RapReviews.com, AngryMarks.com. Here's this weirdo white guy who is obsessed with Mega Man video games, who runs 2 rap music websites and a pro wrestling website. Well, that's me, warts and all. I'm literally that guy. I'm a nerd from Iowa who fell in love with video games, hip-hop music, and pro wrestling. And those are the things I'm passionate about, and that's the reason I have the websites that I do. I'm not pretending to be anything other than I'm not, which is a nerdy white guy. I'm literally Weird Al Yankovic. People even called me that in college for a while. So I am what I am, and it's all that I am. So I don't ever expect to be like a YouTube celebrity. I'm never going to be Aaron Hansen or Jacksepticeye. I don't have any delusions of grandeur in that scope where I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be able to hold concerts in venues and people are going to watch me play video games live. I'm never going to be that kind of guy. But I can do this channel, I can have some fun, and I can reach people who know me personally through those websites by doing videos on this channel, because a lot of people subscribe to this channel who know me from those websites. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all of those people. And again, I don't want to spend too much time naming names, especially since I don't have a script and I'm doing this off the cuff. So I would undoubtedly forget a lot of people, but I have to thank Nikolai. He's been tremendous, and he's about to have a child. So big shout out to Nick, because that's awesome, dude. Congratulations to you. You're on your way, man. What can I say? And he does the 205 live recap on Friday nights. But I also have to thank Jason Harland, aka the Great Sudoku, longtime co-host of mine on my wrestling shows, and William Huckabee, the incredible William Huckabee. We are so blessed to actually have a pro wrestler on my Thursday night podcast, an active working pro wrestler who actually understands the ins and outs from that perspective and not just from the being a fan perspective. So it adds tremendous balance to our shows with a 3-man rotation of me, him, and Jason talking about stuff every Thursday night. And of course, Peter H., the hardcore Canadian, and his wife Lisa, tremendous friends of mine for over a decade. I do a mixed martial arts show with him, and he's fantastic. Killer Kev, who is part of the web hosting team behind all my websites. Thank you to Kevin. Been a friend for longer than just about anybody I can name. I've known him going back to the internet bulletin board days in the 1990s. Thank you, Kevin. You're awesome. And again, too many people to name here. If I tried to name every single one, I would leave so many people out. So just know, if you follow me at Angry Marks or at Rap Reviews or at OHHLA.com and you subscribe to this channel, this thank you is for you. Okay, so I've given all the thank yous I want to do for right now, but I also want to do a channel update, and part of that channel update was the packages of ramen noodles. So that video is coming soon. That's one of my 1,000 subscriber pledges. But I've also been telling people in the description of the videos that when we hit 1,000, there would be an Undertale Duet on cello and violin. Michelle, my lovely wife, she is a cello player. She is trained in music. She has a music degree. She can score and orchestrate music as well as perform. So she's going to take this Undertale piano score book and transpose it to be a 2-part cello and violin duet. Well, obviously not this whole book. We're not going to do like a 3-hour long concert here. When the actual video premieres, it will probably be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 would really be a stretch, but I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying let's dial in the expectations a little bit. We'll get a short performance, probably like a medley of the most familiar, best loved Undertale songs, and if that does really well, we can do a sequel later on. But her and one of her fellow musicians from the local orchestra, not the professional orchestra, but the community orchestra. There is a difference, orchestraomaha.org. And that doesn't mean they're not professionals. That just means they're not paid a salary to do it. They just do it because they love to. Much like this channel, actually. So she and a violin player named Victoria will do the duet once she finishes transposing these piano scores into a form that's playable for a cello and violin duet. So that's coming too. I bought this musical score book before I hit 1,000 subscribers when I was in the like 910s or 920s, and gave it to her, and I was like, here, this is my gift to you because you said you would do this, but I don't want you to have to do it note for note and write it all down yourself. You have a starting point now. You have notation you can reference and use and convert to a format that works best. So hopefully my fellow Undertale fans will appreciate that. Maybe Toby Fox will see it, maybe he won't. I'm not going to worry about that kind of thing because, once again, this is what I like to do, but it's also what you want, because you guys wanted me to eat the spicy ramen and potentially make a fool of myself, so I'll do that for you. And you guys want the Undertale duet on cello and violin, so we'll do that for you. This isn't just about me, especially now that we're at 1,000 subscribers. It's become something a little more than that. It's still going to be my personal passion project to do in my spare time and my free time, but I'm also going to try to answer viewer requests as best I can. Speaking of which, hold on one second, I'll be right back. So I did a video recently showing my physical Nintendo Switch games, and I asked people which games they would like to see reviewed, and one of the ones that was mentioned in the comments was Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. So coming up very soon on the channel, I will unwrap this and do a review of it for all of you. And I also just recently picked up the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition. It went on sale. Walmart originally had it for $39.88, which I wasn't prepared to pay. And then this week, as I'm recording this video, it got marked down to $18.88. And that was finally a price I couldn't resist, because I don't know if it would even get any better than that on Black Friday. If it did, it probably would only be $1 or $2 less at most. So for 20 bucks, I was prepared to invest in this. And I guess that kind of leads me to a side tangent, but I just wanted you guys to know those reviews were coming. And also some review codes in the future that I've been sent through my YouTube channel for various games that I can download in digital form. I can capture the footage of me playing the DLC codes that I get for games on the Switch, and I can also stream them on the PlayStation 4 if they give me a PS4 code. So there are things I can do, things I can review, things I can stream for all of you. Streaming requires having the time to do it, and because of one of my jobs, it's covering fights on weekends. I don't always get the free time to stream, let alone watch other people stream, like the aforementioned Saru. I would love to watch more of his streams more of the time, but sometimes work just gets in the way because it's at the same time that he's streaming live. So what can you do? But what can I do? I can review stuff, and I can play games that I like. and I can share all of that with you right here on this channel. And I just want to say in closing, you know, I'm kind of an awkward guy. I'm a nerd. I mentioned that already. I wear that both as a badge of pride and as a little bit of self-deprecation, because I know I'm not Mr. What do you want to say? Mr. Photogenic. I'm not Mr. GQ. I am what I am, but at the same time, I'm trying to branch out more, do more, push myself more into areas where I'm not necessarily comfortable. Being on camera is one of them. I prefer physical games. I'll take a code for a review, but I really like having something I can hold, look at, take out, something that I physically own that's mine forever. Download codes are, you know, you can, if your hard drive dies, that's gone forever. As long as you got this and it still works, it's not gone forever. So that's just my view on physical things, and I'm old enough that I've been playing physical games my whole life. Floppy disks on my Commodore 64 and 128, and when I finally had enough to scrape together to get a Sega Genesis in college, I had physical games for that, and bought PC games and PC controllers when I wanted to play games on my computer in my dorm room. And then when I graduated from college, I started collecting Nintendo games and ended up with quite a few of those. And that's just always been my way, is I like physical things. I like CDs, I like tapes, I like DVDs, I like Blu-rays, I like physical games. But I got into a discussion on Kotaku, which is one of the video game websites that I do tend to frequent, and I mentioned that I was disappointed that Overwatch did not come with a physical cartridge, and somebody replied to me and said, "Cartridge? Man, you're showing your age." And that's actually my point to close this video, is I am showing my age. I'm not young, I'm not hip, I'm not that target demographic, that coveted 18 to 34 young, cool, trendy people spending money on extravagant things type of demographic that advertisers covet. I'm not saying all 18 to 34-year-olds are like that. I'm just saying that's what advertisers think of you if you're between the ages of 18 to 34. They think you're their most prized demographic to sell things to. And so I'm not in that demographic. I'm 45 years old. I'm a person who grew up with physical media, and I'm always going to be that person. You're not going to get me to accept that you can sell me a box, and inside the box there's nothing but a sheet of paper with a download code on it. If I buy a physical version of something, there better be something physical inside that. You have no idea how disappointed I was with Sonic Mania when I bought the collector's edition and inside it was a download code. Or maybe you do if you've seen the video, because I did do an unboxing of that. So, in closing, I'm Mistah MegaManFan. I'm a middle-aged, old-school video gamer, but I still love modern-day gaming, and I still love things like Undertale, and I still love sharing all of this stuff with all of you here on this channel. So to the 1,000+ people who subscribed for whatever reason you came here, thank you. I appreciate it. And in the future, I will try to do more things that you will enjoy watching and that I will enjoy doing. And hopefully that works out the best for both of us.